What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back for another week of the CDL to cover some daily fantasy content regarding to the Call of Duty this year. We're in week 2, and as you guys know, most of the CDL teams, you may or may not know that most of the CDL teams are located in Texas to participate in the Call of Duty League this year, so that they have less lag problems. And if you guys have been in tune with the news, Texas has been under a snowstorm this week, and it's been pretty rough down here in Texas. I'm here in Texas as well, and I haven't had power for like 2 days. So I'm freaking lucky that I'm getting to have some power right now and make some content for the channel, and cover the games that will happen starting tomorrow, Thursday. And hopefully we get to see these games, because like I said, most of these teams are down in Dallas, the Dallas Frisco area of Texas, and the snowstorm over there is pretty harsh. Temperatures getting really cold, people are losing power left and right. Most of the people that are in that area have had power loss for a while. But in case we do see these games, we will see them, but who knows if we'll see them on Thursday or Friday, but we definitely will see them. I'll still be making this video to break down what these matches will probably look like, and break down any value plays that I think are good to play for this weekend, so we can make money on the esports. So without further ado, let's go. So as you guys know, based on what we saw with the storms here in Texas, the CDL decided to create a super week for this week of Monday, February 26th through the Sunday. We're going to have games every single day. However, the first 2 games on Monday won't be playable on DraftKings. I'm not sure why DraftKings doesn't allow for 2 game slates to happen, but hopefully they do bring them in the future. And I was going to discuss the prices and stuff for this these 2 games, but they're not going to have any prizes because they're not going to be on the slate. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play them on DraftKings specifically. And I just wanted to make a little video just discussing my predictions on who I think is gonna win. Anyways, might as well. But we have the Los Angeles Gorillas here. They went up against the Paris Legion. I believe it was the opening weekend, and they, they started off rough the first game, and I believe they went 3-2 this game with Paris. This match with Paris, I believe they did go 3-2, and they went down to the wire. And this was a pretty good series, and I think that LAG, they stand a chance against Florida, but as we're gonna see in a bit, Florida's in a pretty tough situation where they have to win these games, and they're gonna be, trying. I believe they're going to be trying really hard, and with against a team that isn't as good as them. Uh, there is no. I don't believe there's a match with the individual talent from LAG to Florida, but LAG is a good search team, as you can see here. They beat Paris Legion in search. That's not saying much, but I still think that they can steal a game or two from Florida. Um, I do believe that they have the ability to maybe upset them, but I really doubt it's gonna happen. I think it might be more of like a 3-2 Florida win, and for any players that might go off, I think maybe Apathy or Silly. Those are the 2 guys that I've been seeing real recently. Just step up to the plate when they've been asked to play. As you can see here as well, um, they do good in searches. So if they do win a game, it might be in search. um, I'm not sure about the other game modes. I really think that Florida has all their bases covered. They lost the previous game, their previous game to I believe it was, if I am not wrong, the Toronto Ultra. They lost to them, but the Toronto Ultra is a pretty good team. They are notorious for being that one team that is like really good, regardless of the game. based on the 2 seasons we've had. They're a pretty solid team. They can stand up to everybody. So I'm confident that it wasn't just Florida just getting smacked. I don't think they got smacked. They just they got beat. They got beat. As simple as that. I think that Los Angeles Gorillas isn't as good as the Toronto Ultra, and I think it is fair to say that Florida should win um, this game against the LA Gorillas. As you can see here, silly apathy. Uh, Florida with Skies and 2 new players with Slacked and Neptune, a rookie. He's been doing pretty good recently. He's been doing, I mean, based on the games we saw him, the kickoff classic, and even this game, we saw him play a little bit, and he's a good rookie. He's good. He's he's worthy of being the fourth. They benched Haybuck for him, the other player they had. They benched him for him, so he needs to step up. We only have data from 1 game, but if if they keep playing how they have played or a little better, it should be good news for them. Um, I really think that Slacked is a good addition to this team. As you can see here, he's a new player too. He came from the Surge from last year. I really think this team is good. They haven't had the best start. They beat FaZe in the Kickoff Classic, but that's basically scrims that are streamed. It's not, if it's not in the real tournament, it doesn't count. So that's why I said in my previous videos, I didn't take anything that happened in the Kickoff Classic, to be, you know, the one and only thing that could happen. But we saw them here. They lost to Toronto Ultra. We're gonna see them bounce back against the Los Angeles Gorillas. I really doubt they lose this game. Like I said, if you look at how Toronto plays, they play really good. You know, they have a game coming up against Chicago, and I really do think that or they have a game against FaZe, and then Chicago, I believe. But I really believe that the Florida Mutineers just got stuffed. They just got stuffed, and people people are really, they have too much recency bias. Like just because they got beat by a really good team doesn't mean they're done. Doesn't mean something's wrong with them. It just means they got beat by a really good team. You know, um, they're gonna bounce back, and I really do think that's gonna be the score: 3-2 for this game in favor of uh, Florida Mutineers. So Toronto Ultra, we just talked about them. Um, they got a really tough task, a really tough task against FaZe in their first game back since last week, and well, not last week, the week before that. But I really believe if this team could put a dent into the Florida Mutineers, momentum going forward this early on, I believe they got what it takes to beat, honestly, any of the teams. FaZe is a really good team, but they have this Ultra team has started off really good. They have started off really good. The As you can see by the screen, I have these templates for the players and the players and the scores and all that stuff. I didn't update it right now, just testing it, but the odds are in favor of Atlanta, of course, and I really think that this team is going to step up against FaZe, and they're probably going to take 2 maps. Most people are saying 1 map, but I think that this is going to be a 3-2 war between this. It's unfortunate we can't see them in DraftKings, because man, like that would have been entertaining to put money on. But I really think that Ultra is gonna make this match pretty interesting. FaZe, of course, they beat Optic Chicago in their last match. It was on Sunday, I believe, the last Sunday before the week that we had to cancel. Um, they beat they beat Chicago really bad in both searches. I have some clips here. Uh, they are a really good search team. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, FaZe is going to win both searches if they get to both searches. I really think there's going to be two search and destroys because I think it's going to go to game 5. But you know, I think FaZe is gonna win both of them. They just look so strong against Optic Chicago, and I mean Optic Chicago isn't known for their search and destroy. That's like I think that's common knowledge, but still, man, like they were just so good. They were just so good against them, and I feel like they're gonna beat Ultra as well in the searches at the very least at the searches. I might be wrong, but I do think this one's gonna be strung out. I don't think a 3-0 or a 3-1 is. I mean, Ultra would have to play really bad. I really do think they have it in them to, to beat FaZe or to just take them to the wire 3-2. BZ, Arcities, Celium, Simp. You know, these guys. You can't really go like if this game was in DraftKings. I'd tell you to target this game in some way, shape, or form. The strategy has changed a little bit from last year where you wanted to only, um, target people in games where they went 3-2. Now you can target people who are in 3-0 games because they get match sweep bonuses. But ideally, you want to target this game because I feel like this one's gonna go for at least 4 games. Has to go at least 4 games, 4 or 5 games. So there's gonna be a lot of points being scored in this match. Unfortunately, we won't see it in DraftKings this week. Um, I really think Cammy and Kleenex are the two players who really have the highest upside in this team. They're the ones I see who go off the most, pretty much. Bance as well too. He has a little, spice in him. Methods, I don't really see him go off too much. I think he's more of like a role player, or I guess he just, he but sits back and helps the team, But usually when I look at the Toronto Ultra, I look at Kleenex and Cammy. When I look at the phase, I just look at everybody. But typically, I look at our cities because he's usually not priced where he should be. The last time I saw our city's at $8,200 in DraftKings, and I do believe he was in the winning lineup because the head price is just too cheap for him. While rookies were getting priced like insanely high. That's another thing. Like for the next couple games for tomorrow for Tuesday, there are some prices that stand out that I'll be talking about that are not, they're not good. Prices that I don't know how DraftKings did that, like how they priced that, but it is what it is. Um, Celium, R City Simp, you really can't go wrong with either of these guys. They're beasts in search. Might be the best search team in the league. Um, I just really think they're gonna take one hard point as well. They might take a hard point. They just might win the series. So these are the two games that are gonna happen today on Monday. They won't be on DraftKings, unfortunately. I have this new template I want to do for DraftKings. I'm just gonna be showing the players on the left side, left and right, and the spread, the win, and the total for those people who maybe aren't uh, necessarily in Texas or whatever you bet like in Vegas. Got the odds of who's gonna win, the total, and the spread, of course. Um, I do get those from Bovada. I try to get them as soon or like as close to game start time as I can. Prices, of course, are from DraftKings, and I will be putting them in the flex price and the captain position as well, captain position price, and it's just going to be rotating like this. Um, so if you guys have trouble reading them or whatever, let me know. If you I don't know, want me to move something around, make it easier to see, or maybe add something, let me know in the comments if you get this far, if you see this. But yeah, I feel that this these two games, man, I really wanted to see them in a slate in DraftKings. I know you could probably do 2 game slates, that'd be really entertaining, but I don't know why DraftKings doesn't do it. It's unfortunate, but yeah, if you enjoy the content, remember, like and subscribe if you want, and I will be making more. And stay tuned, I will be providing a video for every game of the Super Week coming forward. Thank you very much.